What we talking about today? Oh, happy, happy, happy 5 month lock anniversary to me. You know what I'm saying? I locked my hair like 5 months ago. Um, you know, I locked my hair 5 months ago, and this is how I was looking 5 months in. You know what I'm saying? 5 months ago, this is how I was looking 5 months in. That's a blessing. It's a blessing. Look, this is how I was looking. This is how I was looking. Like right here. Can y'all see it? Like I started with two strand twists. And now they're starting to lock in. I gotta get a retwist. I'm gonna get a retwist soon. But they looking good. I went out last night and they was telling me like somebody told me he was like, bro, you only been locked in for 5 months? I'm like, yeah. They were like, you got some good length. I'm like, appreciate you, gang. Um, so yeah, can't wait till it get longer. By God's grace. You know what I'm saying? I look at everything. It's weird, but I look at everything as God's blessing. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I got here is a blessing from God. The fact that I can speak, I can talk. Everything is God's blessing. Like when I'm thinking about my hair growth, I always say thank you, God. I'm like, thank you, God, for letting my hair to grow out of my head. I appreciate God for that. Straight up. I know it sounds funny, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not doing it per se by myself. So that's that. Um, really, if I'm Nigerian. So as a Nigerian, you know what I'm saying? And you got like Nigerian parents, they rock the baldy. You know what I'm saying? They rock the baldy. But now the youth, we got hair and stuff now. We got twists, we got cornrows, and it is what it is. Parents can't stop us no more. It is what it is. And it's definitely changing to what it used to be. But yeah, as a Nigerian, when you're young, you're getting a baldy. You know what I'm saying? And you're getting cut by certain people that you shouldn't be getting a haircut by because they don't got the skills to really line up and cut black hair. You get infections, you get all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they just push your hairline back to smithereens. So growing up, I'm not gonna lie, I had a love-hate relationship with my hair because I just never felt like it looked right. Like I never felt like I was getting a good cut until later on in life, like in high school, really, is when I got a black barber and they was chopping me up pretty decently. He wasn't always cold. But it was decent. It was decent enough. I never really knew how to take care of my hair. I'm not gonna lie. I never really knew how to take care of it. I would overly pick it. Back then we used to rock a crazy fro. I know it sounds like I'm talking like I'm from like the 1980s. We used to rock a fro, and it was picked out. Mine was picked out, and yeah, man, overly pick it, and didn't really put no products in it for real. I don't know. It was dry. It didn't, it was mad dry. I would be using the spin brush. When I got to college, I was using the spin brush to try to spin it up, and I didn't put no products. It was just dry, and it definitely wasn't good for my hair. Then eventually, I cut it off, or I stopped. Like a female friend of mine was like, bro, like she detangled my hair, told me just rock it in the fro, like not trying to do them twists because I wasn't taking care of it right. And I was rocking it in the fro, it was going decent. Then I cut it off because the wave community hit. So I got waves, and that's when I was taking care of my hair the most. Actually, was when I had waves, when I actually learned how to take care of my hair. But the thing is, waves, you gotta have like a lineup consistently. Like you gotta have a lineup, or just wear a do rag all the time. And the older you get, you don't want to always be wearing a do rag because it's kind of like, it's lame. I'm not gonna lie. Like always wearing a do rag, you want to be able to like look presentable, have your hair out. You know what I'm saying? In college, it's cool. When you get older, you can't really just be walking around with a do rag on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's the only thing with the fade, like the fade. And then I'm giving y'all a history because I'm not gonna lie. I'm chatting. This chat is about my 5-year lock growth, how it happened. I'm giving y'all protocols on how to grow your hair faster. I don't know if y'all care, but you know what I'm saying? I used to, again, I come from a background with a love-hate relationship with my hair and my hairline. I'm not gonna lie. My hairline is covered by my locks, but it's not that bad anymore. you know, because I take precautions and stuff. You know, it's not that bad anymore. But yeah, so then, you know, I started cutting my own hair. Basically, I started cutting my own hair. I suck at cutting my own hair. Like, I suck. I have no type of like visual, like I can't really see well, like how everybody is able to see, you know, how barbers able to see what the shape needs it. I just don't have that talent. But I tried, and my hairline is difficult, so I need a professional. You know what I'm saying? So didn't go well with shaving my head bald. And I'm not gonna lie, yeah, it just didn't go well. And then, you know, I started hitting the gym hard, like hitting the gym hard. I got shredded. Okay, I got shredded, and what they don't tell you is this: when you work out hard, intense, you're not eating. You're like trying to get shredded, so you're dieting and you're potentially not eating as much nutrients as you need, and also potentially probably not staying hydrated as much as you need. There's a potentiality that you can start thinning. Your hair can start thinning. Like, my hairline was not really, like, it was good, but it could always have been better. So like, imagine that, and it's like, now I'm overworking my body. I'm not drinking enough water. I'm not staying hydrated enough. I'm not eating enough food because I'm trying to stay lean. I'm trying to stay shredded. So guess what? Your body's gonna take that protein, that energy from somewhere. It's gonna start cannibalizing itself. Your body's gonna start eating itself, you know, in order to produce energy for you to continue your workouts. So you're not gonna have no energy for anything except for working out. If you're a bodybuilder and you're cutting, you know exactly what I mean. So your hair will start thinning. And an example of this is it's like a cartoon, but it's real. One Punch Man. The dude was working out to the point he was about to die, and guess what? He went bald. That's actually true. You can work out too much, and your hair will start thinning for sure. This line gonna go back. You're gonna start losing hair. That's a fact. So I started doing that. I realized that, and then like basically I started working on trying to like, you know, resolve that. So started eating more, working out less, staying more hydrated. So if you're having a problem with growing your hair and kind of like bringing back your corners as much as possible, this is the right video for you. Okay? So I'm gonna give y'all a protocol. I'm gonna give y'all a protocol on how to do so. All right? So this is the protocol. Look, you want to buy zinc. Okay? Buy some zinc, and you need to consume the zinc once a day. Okay? So consume zinc once a day. That's the start. Zinc is actually proven to help with your hair, help hair growth and restore your hair. And it's also good for to prevent I think some type of prostate cancer, right? Especially for black men, you know, you got to start taking zinc, okay? And you guys can check this out online. I'm not a doctor or anything, but I just done a little bit of research. All right, so take zinc. I'm telling you, it'll slow down your hair thinning. Facts. 2, a lot of it comes from stress, right? So what is that? What is that stress? That stress. I forgot what it's called. I'm not remembering now, but there's a stress hormone that your body has whenever you're working out or whenever you're just in a high stress whatever situation. So it's cortisol. Cortisol. That's the stress hormone, and that hormone can actually lead overproduction of that hormone can lead to a lot of messed up bodily function and also thin out your hair. So what I was taking, but I don't recommend taking it anymore, was ashwagandha. And it helps to reduce cortisol. But if you take ashwagandha for too long, it can actually repress your emotion and bottle it all in, and then one day you're gonna explode. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily in the anger or anything. You're it's gonna be something simple. You're gonna be feeling down. You might even start crying. It's true. It's true. So I would recommend taking ashwagandha because it bottles up. It definitely reduces stress, which will be good for your hair, but it bottles up your emotions. So just whatever. So I replace that with magnesium. Magnesium doesn't do all that other side effects, but it reduces stress hormones. Okay, so you want to take zinc, potentially magnesium. All right, and then the next thing you want to do is you want to start eating more eggs. Okay, so start eating more eggs. Really protein, but I would say eggs. Start eating more eggs in general. Like 2 to 3 eggs per day. 2 to 3 eggs per day. And you want to probably boil the eggs. It has more nutrients when you boil them opposed from frying them because what type of oil you're using and things like that. But you definitely want to eat more eggs. I would say 2 to 3 a day. Okay. That eggs also have zinc, a small amounts of zinc, but also, they have zinc and they have other nutrients that are good for your body in general. Okay. So hope you guys are writing this down. So the next thing is you need to get yourself some liquid IV. Okay. Get the sugar-free liquid IV and put it in your water because it's going to help to hydrate your cells better. It's going to keep you hydrated better, and hydration is good for your hair. So you want to get liquid IV to hydrate yourself, and make sure you're being hydrated. Your cells are being hydrated. Okay. Next thing you want to do, get a spray bottle, fill it with some water. I mean, when I first started, I had water and some oil. You can do water and oil, but like I was using wild growth oil. I put like water and wild growth oil and just like would do that because like low key, like when you kind of try to put oil, it doesn't get to everywhere it needs to. So when I spray it, I feel like I'm getting more into my scalp and the right areas. But that's why I started. But I don't put oil in my water anymore. I just use just water, and I kind of mix it with aloe vera juice. I spray it every day because your hair is like a plant. So you want to mist it with water every day to hydrate it. Simple. Like mist it with water. No tap water. Go get a bottle of water. Put it in the in your spray bottle. Don't use tap water. Tap water has calcium. Tap water has chlorine. Tap water has a bunch of other minerals that will clog your pores and calcify your scalp. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that. All right. So use bottled water. Put it in your spray bottle. Spray your hair every day. When you wake up, boom, boom, spray it. Spray it. Good. You can mix it with oil, whatever. Next thing, you want to get tea tree oil. Tea tree oil increases blood flow and circulation. So with tea tree oil is strong. It can also burn you. So I used to apply it directly, but I put a little bit, apply it directly to my corners. I still kind of do from time to time, but not really. But I will apply it directly to my corners because it'll help stimulate blood flow. But what you're supposed to do really is put drops of tea tree oil in a carrier oil, like whatever carrier oil that's out there. Mix it with some other oil, just a couple drops, because it'll help dilute it, and then put that maybe with wild growth oil. And you put that on your edges, right? Every night, just like a little bit, put it on your lineup every night. Maybe every couple of days, you can put it in your scalp and stuff like that, and do that, right? So tea tree oil is a very good one. I used to put tea tree oil in my water too, like to spray it too, because it was diluted because of the water, and it helps stimulate blood flow to your hair. I haven't done that as much recently. I'm not gonna lie. But it does help. I do use oil, and I'm probably tonight. I'm about to go put some of that tea tree oil, that oil that's mixed with tea tree oil, and put it in my corners. Facts. Next thing you want to do after all this, I know it seems like a lot, but it's not that much. Next thing you want to do is you want to start going into the sauna. The sauna for 10 minutes. Find a gym that has a sauna. Go into the sauna for 10 minutes. It's going to stimulate your scalp, okay? And it's going to stimulate blood flow to your scalp. And that's going to help you grow hair. Facts. Look it up. The sauna stimulates blood flow and it helps you grow hair, okay? So you want to do that. Next thing you want to do is when you wash your hair, you should wash your hair like every 2 weeks. When you wash your hair, unless your water is purified, you have a purified filter, and even you gotta make sure, don't use your tap water. I buy gallon jug Ozark waters, gallon jugs of Ozark water, from the store when I'm about to wash my hair and use that to wash my hair. So my scalp is always free of like those like things, those like whatever is in a tap. And the soap I use African black soap for my hair to wash my hair. That's what I use. Another thing is every time before I wash my hair, I put apple cider vinegar, mix it with some water, and spray it on my hair, put it on my hair, and like massage the scalp. This is my wash day. With massage my scalp, make sure I'm getting the edges, make sure the apple cider vinegar is sitting there for like 10 minutes or something like that. And then I wash it off, or I pour water on it to kind of wash it off. And then I shampoo it, and then wash off the shampoo after a couple of times, and then condition it. Right, I got just like a spray conditioner, easy. So this is all simple things that you can do to grow your hair. Like it's all pretty simple. And yeah, I think that's about it. And also, if you want to eat fruits that are good for you in terms of like in terms of hydration, watermelon. So eat a lot of watermelon, and also your gut health. So ginger, try to drink some things that got ginger in them. Like I take these like shots that got ginger. These like drink shots that got ginger and cayenne pepper. It helps to get your gut health because it also it's your whole body. You know what I'm saying? And then also thank God. Be thankful to God for everything, the hair that you do have. Be thankful, appreciate God. Tell Him to like even it sounds stupid, but you should pray. Pray on it too. Like, hey God, I'm asking God, please continue to grow my hair. Facts. And then last but not least, get some sun. Get some sunlight. Let the sun hit your scalp. Let the sun hit your head. Go for a run in the sun, bro. It will do wonders for your skin and for your hair. And also try to take walks and stuff. It'll do wonders for you in general. All right. So I think I just gave y'all some crazy game. I'm not gonna lie. This is really the truth. Like that's what you need to do, and you'll be straight. You know what I'm saying? Over time, your hair will grow. Facts. And also try not to get too many like haircuts, like lineups and stuff, because it can push your stuff back. So I think for me, locks is my favorite hairstyle because I literally haven't gotten a haircut in like 2 months because it's covering my lineup. And I'm rocking. I wake up, spray, rocking. I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So perfect hairstyle. And I just wanted to chat with y'all. Really, I wanted to chat with y'all because it's a 5 months lock anniversary. And I just came back from a little dinner and I'm dripped out and I want to stream every single day.